Hello, everybody. I'm Dr. Randy Cook for MD Coaches, and I want to talk to you a little bit today about communication. You know, one of the really nice things about having some maturity, if you will, is that you get to observe how things change as time goes by. And one of the things that has changed most dramatically during my lifetime is the way that we communicate with each other. For example, at the time I was born, most people got their news through newspapers and magazines, although there was a sizable proportion of the population that had radio available. I was about 4 years old when television arrived in our home, and obviously that brought about a really huge change in the way we got the news as well as the way we entertained ourselves. In terms of personal communication, most of that was done face to face back in those days. Of course, the telephone was available for local chit chat, but long distance conversations were a little too expensive for routine use. So, to communicate with people far away, that usually required either a handwritten letter or, if it was business communication, probably a typewritten letter. So, in school, there was a lot of emphasis placed on proper use of language, proper use of English. Well, times change. It'd be very unusual today to find a home without a television, and we carry telephones around in our pockets. It's become so easy for us to communicate with each other verbally that the need to use written communication seems a great deal less important than it did in the not so far distant past. And a tremendous amount of written communication that we do engage in nowadays comes in the form of text messaging and text slang like LOL and BFF and IMHO. And lots of times we just abandon language altogether and we communicate with emojis. Now, I'm not about to suggest that we ought to abandon our newly discovered shorthand methods of communicating, but I do want to emphasize how important it is that we pay close attention to how we communicate with each other, with other people, especially patients and especially professional colleagues. How we communicate shapes the opinion that other people will form about us. We should be very careful that we send the right message. I've got more thoughts on communication skills in this week's blog post from MD Coaches. You can find that on our website at mymdcoaches.com. And while you're there, you can also find more information about MD Coaches and the services that we offer. And last but not least, you can also find a link to my podcast, Prescription for Success. If you haven't heard it, I hope you'll consider becoming a listener. I'm Dr. Randy Cook for MD Coaches, where we see you, we believe in you, and we're here for you. Thanks for listening.